sports fans, to DDM Sports Central, your hub for exciting sporting stories from around the world. Trust you had a great weekend. It was a weekend of great sporting activities, and trust us, DDM Sports Central, to follow where the action is, to serve you the best of the best. All right, on today's menu, what do we have? The English FA Cup enters the semi-final stage. Who are those in the semi-finals? Stay tuned to find out. In athletics, Nigerian sprinters shine in Louisiana. We have results from major leagues, football leagues in the world. And, we have a sad story from the boxing world. One of our Nigerian boxers passed away just, neighboring Ghana. Anyway, sit back, relax, and enjoy this ride with us through the exciting world of sports. We'll be back after this short break. Please do stay tuned. Welcome back to DDM Sports Central. In case you're just joining us, this is DDM Sports Central. Now we begin today's edition with football, and we go right to England in the English FA Cup. It will be Nottingham Forest versus Manchester City, and Crystal Palace will face Aston Villa in the semi-finals of the English FA Cup. Manchester City came from behind to beat Bournemouth to book a semi-final spot. Manchester City defeated Bournemouth 2-1. Evan Nielsen had put Bournemouth in front in the 21st minute. And trust me, I'm sure Man City fans would have been like, oh no, is it going to be a season of no trophies? Erling Haaland had a first-half penalty saved by Kepa Arrizabalaga, what some of my friends, Igbo friends, will call Arrizabalaga. But Arrizabalaga did not balaga in this penalty case as he saved it. But then Erling Haaland made up for it as he scored the equalizer for Manchester City in the 49th minute. New signing Omar Mamouche puts the citizens ahead in the 63rd minute with what proved to be the second and the winning goal. With this victory, Manchester City has kept their trophy hopes alive for the season. Man City last won the FA Cup in 2023. Let's hope they do better this time. Aston Villa defeated the only remaining championship side, Preston, by 3-0. Marcus Rashford, I don't know, maybe he took his scoring boots with him from Manchester United. He's on loan from Manchester United, and his 2 goals, helped Aston Villa to beat their opponents 3-0. In fact, after his 2 goals, Jacob Ramsey wrapped it up for Aston Villa's long-awaited return to the last 4. Nottingham Forest, who have been having a fantastic season, defeated Brighton 4-3 on penalties because full-time had ended 0-0. Crystal Palace defeated Fulham 3-0. The semi-finals of the English FA Cup will take place on the weekend of Saturday, 26th of April, 2025. Now we go to the top scorers of this season's English FA Cup. But sadly, none of them is in the competition. But then they are worth the mention. Joshua Magalhaes of Exeter City FC is leading with 6 goals. Ricky Jones of Peterborough United follows in second with 4 goals. Josh Clark of Wigan Athletic is third with 3 goals. Now still in football, we travel straight to Italy, where we go to the Serie A and give you the results from the Serie A. Como and Empoli played out a 1-1 draw. Venezia lost 0-1 to Bologna. Juventus defeated Genoa 1-0. Lecce lost at home 0-1 to Roma. Cagliari thrashed Monza 3-0. Fiorentina humbled Atalanta, which has our own Ademola Lookman. They humbled them 1-0. Inter defeated the Udinese 2-1. Napoli edged AC Milan 2-1. Now on the Serie A table, Inter is on top with 67 points. Napoli comes close second with 64 points. Atalanta is third with 58 points. Bologna are fourth with 56 points, while the old ladies Juve are fifth with 55 points. Now the top scorers in the Serie A, we have Matteo Retegui of Atalanta with 22 goals. Our own Ademola Lookman of Atalanta is a distant third with 13 goals, behind Moisa Keane of Fiorentina, who is second with 16 goals. Now we travel to Germany, and here are results from the German Bundesliga. Bayer Leverkusen defeated VfL Bochum 3 goals to 1. Bayern Munich defeated FC St. Pauli 3 goals to 2. Bayern Mönchengladbach beat RB Leipzig 1 goal to nothing. Wolfsburg lost at home 0-1 to visiting Heidenheim. Holstein Kiel lost 0-3 at home to visiting Werder Bremen. We also have Hoffenheim and Augsburg settling for a 1-1 draw. Eintracht Frankfurt defeated VfB Stuttgart 1 goal to nothing. I remember those days when I used to follow the German Bundesliga. Stuttgart used to be my favorite club. SC Freiburg lost 1-2 at home to Union Berlin. Dortmund defeated Mainz 3 goals to 1. Now, looking at the Bundesliga table, Bayern are on top with 65 points. Bayer Leverkusen are second with 59 points. Eintracht Frankfurt are third with 48 points. Mainz are fourth with 45 points, while Bayern Mönchengladbach are fifth with 43 points. Harry Kane, the Thunder Kane of Bayern Munich, leads the scorers chart in the German Bundesliga with 22 goals. Patrick Schick of Bayer Leverkusen is second. Where Barcelona had to play their outstanding game against Osasuna last Thursday to stay 3 points clear at the top. The game was actually postponed due to the passing on of one of the officials of that day's game. So they eventually played the game that last Thursday, and Barcelona defeated Osasuna 3-0 to gain 3 points ahead in the La Liga table. They returned on Sunday anyway to defeat Girona. They trashed them 4 goals to 1. In other results, Real Sociedad defeated Real Valladolid 2 goals to 1. Espanyol and Atletico Madrid settled for a 1-1 draw. Deportivo Alaves lost 0-2 at home to Rayo Vallecano. Real Madrid maintained their second position in the La Liga table with a 3-2 victory over Leganes. Getafe lost 1-2 at home to Villarreal. Valencia defeated Mallorca 1-0. I used to love Valencia those days. I don't know what happened to Valencia. Valencia used to be a very tough side. We remember Champions League of those days. They used to be the tough side. Anyway, Athletic Club and Osasuna fired blanks. That ended 0-0. While Real Betis beat Sevilla 2-1. Now, on the La Liga table, Barcelona is top of the table with 66 points. Real Madrid is second place with 63 points. Atletico Madrid is third with 57 points. Athletic Club is in fourth with 53 points. Villarreal is fifth with 47 points. Over to Nigeria. Where in the MPFL, we had some fixtures played last Wednesday and Thursday. And here are some of the results. Bayelsa United defeated Rivers United 1 goal to nothing. Abia Warriors pipped Lobby Stars 2 goals to nothing. Sunshine Stars and Heartland of Owerri settled for a goalless draw. Kwara United defeated Nasarawa United by 1 goal to nothing. Kano Pillars and Bendel Insurance fired blanks. They settled for a goalless draw. El Kanemi Warriors and Shooting Stars played out a 2-2 draw. Remo Stars, these guys keep shining. They humbled the Aba Elephants in Baobaba by 2 goals to nothing. Enugu Rangers lost at home 0-1 to Plateau United. Akwa United defeated Niger Tornadoes by 2 goals to nothing. Now we look at the MPFL table. Remo Stars, shining like diamonds, are still on top of the table with 60 points. Rivers United follows in second with 52 points. Abia Warriors are third with 50 points. Who would have thought that Abia Warriors would be the 4? Shooting Stars are fourth with 47 points. And league champions of last season, Enugu Rangers, are fifth with 45 points. Okay, we move over to athletics, where we have Nigerian sprinters shining. Nigerian sprinter Rosemary Chukwuma kicked off her outdoor season with a strong performance, winning the women's 100 meters at the Battle of the Bayou in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Chukwuma clocked an impressive 11.08 seconds, although with a strong tailwind of plus 5.6 meters per second, making the mark ineligible for record purposes. Don't worry, Chukwuma, next time. She finished ahead of Jasani Carter from the United States, who secured second place in 11.11 seconds, while fellow Nigerian sprinter Tima Godbless claimed third place in 11.20 seconds. Another Nigerian sprinter, Ella Onojuvevo, made an impressive start to her 2025 outdoor season at the Battle on the Bayou in Louisiana, finishing second in the women's 400 meters race with a time of 51.01 seconds. Onojuvevo, who has been gaining attention as one of Nigeria's emerging sprint talents, put up a superb performance in her first quarter-mile race of the season, narrowly missing out on victory to the United States' Madison White of the University of Southern California, USC, who won the race in 15.91 seconds. Now, our final story for the day is not an exciting one. It's a sad one, and it comes from the boxing world. It was a sad day for Nigeria boxing as Nigerian boxer Segun Success Olarewaju slumped in neighboring Ghana. He was actually competing against Ghanaian boxer John Banugu at Fight Night 15 of the Ghana Professional Boxing League at Bokom Boxing Arena when he suddenly lost consciousness. Olarewaju was a former national and West African light heavyweight champion. Olarewaju was reportedly ahead on points before the unfortunate incident occurred. In the viral video on social media, the moment Olarewaju collapsed was captured, and it wasn't a nice sight. You know, it shocked a lot of boxing fans and the boxing community at large. Olarewaju was a highly respected figure in Nigerian boxing, held both national and West African light heavyweight titles during his career. His contributions to the sport have been widely recognized, with tributes pouring in from colleagues, fans, and sports officials who remember him for his dedication and impact on boxing in Nigeria and West Africa. From us at DDM Sports Central, we say may his great soul continue to rest in peace, and I say amen to that. Well, on that sad note, we have come to the end of today's edition of DDM Sports Central. But please do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Diaspora Digital Media. We will not fail to also tell us to please take our health seriously. I think it's time our sports officials take our sports personnel, a lot more serious in line with health. Please, let's try as much as possible to be checking our sports people so that we don't keep having these cases of, persons. We've had players in the past who slumped on the pitch. Now we are having a boxing person we are losing in the ring. So we hope and pray that God gives the family the fortitude to bear the loss. Follow us, DDM Sports Central. Follow our YouTube channel, Diaspora Digital Media. Follow us on Twitter at Diaspora DM. We are also on LinkedIn, Diaspora Digital Media. In fact, on all social media handles, follow us, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Diaspora Digital Media. Until I come your way in another edition with some other exciting sporting stories, I remain your host with us, Sparks. Do have a lovely and sporty day ahead. Bye for now.